What is up, everybody? This is Merc the Mike, and this is another The Wrestling Babble podcast by Recycling Inc. I'm Merc the Mike. I'm joined by Louis Bean.
What is up? What is up?
And like always, we talk about, there's always a lot of wrestling to watch, so we have watched it, and we're here to review it for all of you.
There's a hell of a lot of wrestling, y'all.
Yeah. Shout outs to the Independents and WrestleCade, man. That would be a show I definitely would have want to watch.
Do you know where it was held this year?
I do not know, but I think you could find it on Fight. I think it'd probably be like $20 to $30.
Okay, gotcha.
To rent it. And I'm actually considering it because I would like to see Malachi Black and Buddy Murphy fight.
Hey, why not?
Hey, House of Black, AEW. You get someone to run around and knee people in the face. Get Buddy.
Mm-hmm.
He's really good at it. I'm actually looking forward to the Philly show we're going to December 18th. It's Buddy Murphy versus Tony Nese.
Oh, nice.
And then we also got there was confirmation that Josiah Brodus Bronson Reed will be there fighting PCO.
Nice. Oh, okay. Damn. Better watch out.
And then we actually got a really good card. It looks really good. We got Mercedes Martinez fighting Camille from NWA.
Oh, really? Wow.
So yeah, the card is kind of loaded. We got Jerry the King Lawler versus someone just sent me who he's facing, and it was like, okay.
It's not Enzo, is it?
No, it's not Enzo.
Again.
We did see Enzo versus him already. I forgot. I think Josh sent me who he's fighting.
I know last night or this weekend was Matt Hardy, one of his versions versus Enzo.
Yeah, he won him as Broken.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, so the WrestleCade looked like a fun card, so definitely check it out. I think it is on Fight TV, so definitely check it out if you get it, if you have the money and the chance. But I do want to see the Buddy Malachi, so I'm definitely going to try to look for that on the interwebs.
Yes, sir.
Oh, shout outs to Zombie Sailor Toys did the pre-order for Dan Hounsing, his Heels and Faces figure line, which started off with Matt Cardona and Brian Myers, and then they also got a bunch of other legends on that thing. Sabu, I think, is one. Dino Bravo being one as well. Those are the ones I know. I don't know everyone that's on there. I don't actually have the list on me, so I can't really tell you. Oh, Bully Ray versus Jerry the King Lawler.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Why?
About to kill that old man.
Exactly. Like, why? Just why? Anyway, so they do their figure. Well, Zombie Sailor Toys, his figures are kind of in a hint of what the Hasbro line was.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of styled in that way, because I know Brian Myers figure looks like the Marty Jannetty with the spring legs.
What's the spring like? That's his action?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So they look like a torpedo. So their feet were together and their body went in and it popped out.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of the figure he has. I kind of missed out on the pre-orders of Brian Myers and Matt Cardona, and I'm a little sad. And I don't want to paying like premium prices for it, because those are probably the only two other ones I'll get. I don't care for Jeff Jarrett. I don't care for the other ones on the line. As in WrestleCade, Jeff Jarrett whacked Matt Cardona with a guitar, and I don't appreciate that.
It is hilarious how hard he hit him now.
Yeah, it's bullshit. Unless it's Brian Myers versus Matt Cardona, that's the only time I will not defend Matt Cardona.
Mm-hmm.
I actually like Brian Myers a lot, and whatever he's doing, he's good. But yeah. So I pre-ordered the Dan Hounsing one, Atlanta being the number one pre-order of all time, and on their website. And all the proceeds goes to Dan Hounsing's pocket, and he thanks you very much for making him rich.
That's pretty funny.
But it looks really cool. It was one that it caught my eye, and I was like, all right, it's pre-ordered. It was like $40, and it was cool. Like, I was like, you know what? whatever. I kind of want it. It looks cool. It's very like toyetic. It's very colorful because it's tattoos and shit. So, and I got the one with the collectible accessories. So he has a bag of money and a jar of teeth. A jar of teeth.
Doesn't he come with like a crutch or something?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he's gonna use it as his gimmick.
Just saying, trying to keep it current.
Yep, yeah. But yeah, it looks really cool. I was happy with it. So let's see when it comes in. I'll do an unboxing of it. Yeah, I'm starting to do the little unboxings little by little. I have some videos I gotta edit, and then I'll probably post them up on YouTube. But I did a couple figures, and then my super villains got a little bit more in depth because I got the Skeletors in. And I'm kind of narrowing down to like just the villains I enjoyed and not just every villain.
Mm-hmm.
So you had to be a good villain that I enjoyed and not just a random villain that a cartoon I watched. So that helped me narrow things down a little bit.
Yes, sir.
But yeah. Anyway, yeah, we have tons of wrestling cover, so I guess we go in, unless you have anything to add on.
No, nothing special happened.
All right, so we go into the week of wrestling. We kick off with Monday Night Raw. I just had to fucking think. God damn it. Oh, Survivor Series we had too. Did we review for Survivor Series?
No, we only gave our predictions.
Okay, so let's do our fast review before we go into the week of wrestling. So, Survivor Series kicked off in Brooklyn this week. We did have a kickoff match. It was Nakamura versus Damian Priest for the Intercontinental Championship.
I saw it.
It was a good match.
I agree.
I wish it was actually well, Nakamura technically won and got a point for SmackDown. But they don't mention
Did they count it?
Well, he got DQ'd, so he won. They didn't count it though. They should count it.
That's what I was saying. I just wanted to know if it counted.
I think I remember when the New Day and Usos had that crazy ass match on the pre-show, and they won. So they declared their point for SmackDown, but they never declared it. I think it was the same thing.
Oh, that I don't remember. So I can't. I just remember they had a good ass match.
They always have good ass matches, but that one in particular was like a one that they wanted to shove in their face, and that was that one. I think they had the Red Lantern gear on. But yeah. So what do you give that match?
I give it 3.5.
Yeah.
Wasn't anything special, but I will give credit because it did feature the new Damian Priest who got really pissed at boos. So I thought that was funny.
I like the match. I just want more Intercontinental title matches out of Nakamura. That's what I really want. It was a good showcase. I wish it was on the main show because I wanted this to count. Other than that, good match. 3.5. We kick off with the Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch. Defeats the SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair.
I thought it was probably one of the best matches besides like the main event. Like, I mean, in the top, I liked it a lot. I liked the aggression. I liked the emotion.
Yeah.
I like both of the outfits. They just look. I don't know. They look like stars, man. They just whooping each other's ass. That was great.
It looked like a fight, and that was something I appreciated, especially because after the promos and after things like that, it didn't go right into a regular wrestling match. No, they went in trying to fuck each other up, and I appreciate that.
This match reminded me of Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte.
Yes, I agree.
A few years ago, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm giving 4.75.
I'm gonna give it a 5. Like I said, for me, this is one of the two best matches of the night. I think so.
Yeah, I like the match a lot. I get the ending. Like she pulled one on. Charlotte was trying to pull one on her, and then she got the one. She was the one that got it pulled on, and things like that. So it was fine. Good match, really good match, and love Becky's outfit. Oh man. Team Raw defeats Team SmackDown in 5-on-5 elimination match. We had Team Raw with Bobby Lashley, Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, and Austin Theory. SmackDown's team was Sheamus, King Woods, Happy Corbin, Drew McIntyre, and I'm missing one. Jeff Hardy.
Mm-hmm.
Good match. I'll say the elimination matches, this was the better one. It was a fun match. I wish the King Woods had more into this match. Other than that, it was a good match.
I like that it had, at least this match had some story to every part of the match, basically. Yeah. So that's what I liked about it. It wasn't just, hey, this big 5-man match with nobody cares who wins. Yeah. You know what I mean? Everybody's little part has something. I like that Austin Theory had a big ass part in the match. That's great. You know what I mean? I love that KO was like, well, you know, I don't like Seth. So I'm out of here. Goodbye. Yeah. So they automatically start down, just like Seth sacrifices himself. I thought that was funny. So a lot of it was really good.
Yep. Good match. I give it a 4.
Yeah, I give it a 4 as well.
Almas wins the dual brand battle royal.
I thought it was a good showcase for Almas. That was about it. Like, nobody I really wanted to win one, right? But like, as far as those just giant battle royals go, there's not too much you could really do because we saw this week they had another one. It was kind of
They're both like, eh.
But I like this one a lot more. So This one had way more moments in it. That was good. I love when the two giants were basically trying to rip AJ in half. Like, like this one just had some stuff to it. So I liked it.
I wish it was just not just tag teams in it, and I wish it was more of the single competitors that were not on the card, like Ali.
Where was he?
I don't know, but I was a little disappointed with that. Other than that, it is what it is. I would have took the IC title in this card instead of this. Just to say. Mm-hmm. I would have took the IC title on the main card instead of this. I would have put this on the pre-show.
I just like eating pizza in the middle of the ring. That was great. And R-Truth just cheering them on.
I'll give it a 2.5.
I'll give it a 3.5. For me, it was fun.
Yeah. Raw Tag Team Champions, RK Bro versus defeat SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos.
This is a very, very good match. They just don't disappoint, and when I say they, I mean everybody involved. Yeah. I mean RK Bro, and I mean the Usos. So it was awesome. Mm-hmm. And I liked who won. So I mean, I was just happy the entire way around.
Same here. I thought the match was really good, really fun, very entertainment. A lot of good spots. That RKO from the top, with the Uso from the top was great. You hear the crowd saying "Wake up" and Randy while it was happening, which was kind of funny. But other than that, it was a very, very entertaining match. I say it was one of the better matches on this card as well. So, I'm gonna tie this with the women's 475. I actually really enjoyed this match.
I'm gonna give this one a 4.5. It was great. It was very fun.
And then our next one is Team Raw. Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, Queen Zelina, Rhea Ripley, and Carmelo. They defeat Toni Storm, Sasha Banks, Shotzi Blackheart, and Shayna Baszler.
I don't know how I feel about the way they won. That's my thing. My only thing is I like Bianca and whatever, but that was an opportunity to give maybe Shayna Baszler a run. I'm just saying, there's a few things they could have did differently that I felt wouldn't have seemed as like, I don't know, just seemed a little much.
I would have. I think I would have had, if Raw was gonna win no matter what, I would have had at least Bianca and Rhea Ripley last two.
Well, they already did that. That's what I'm saying.
No, as in because they're on a team this time.
Hmm?
They are on a team this time though, and I would have had that. I would have kept them two together because again, it shows case those are the two powerhouses and shit like that.
Wait, so what was that? What was that picture in reference to when Rhea Ripley said, "Let's do it again"?
Not NXT when they were in the team at NXT.
But they were on the same team, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
No, so
They
I would
already
have
did
did that again. I would have repeated that. It was showcase your two like youngest talent, the two big cards right there.
I don't need that. We already seen it.
Yeah,
I don't need it.
but Raw was
again,
already,
they have people not get. They just have people floundering around. It's just in space. Like, what is Shayna Baszler doing now? She's just a hired muscle.
Yeah.
For Sonya.
Yeah, you could. I think you could have worked someone, especially a new character, and like you could have did something with Shanti in this. You could have did something with Liv Morgan in this. Like I feel like that platform you gave Bianca Belair could have did something else better with that.
What if they would have gave it to Liv? I mean, where's the push? Yeah. Where's the push to give a big moment? Because again, certain people are getting some shine, right?
Yeah.
But they don't have a big moment to back up anything.
Yeah, so I would.
That's my problem.
Like Liv Morgan, Shanti, that should have been a moment for.
So that's why I'm saying. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
Bianca already had her moment. Mm-hmm. She had her WrestleMania moment. Yeah. Dude. Like she won the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble. She had big moments. Yeah. It's like okay, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
So
and that's what I'm saying. You could have put Shayna Baszler back onto it. At least you could have had Naomi interfere Shayna Baszler in a way, so at least it would have been more of a story of why she got eliminated. But you could have had her dominate as well. I agree with that. There's a lot of things you could have did, but I feel like again, someone that's new on the front should have shine. So like if you're building Liv Morgan to Becky Lynch, this would have been a perfect moment for her to build to Becky Lynch. Shotzi Blackheart, you have her going heel, like having her as a dominant heel. Like this was some place you could do. So
there was problems with that too, because those two were standing right next to each other on the aprons at some point, and it was just like, all right, I see you.
Yeah, after a while, they're just like towards the ending, that's when they actually start arguing. Other than that, they all were teaming, all nice and friendly.
So that part was inconsistent.
Yeah.
Throughout the match, but again, like I get it. But you got other people.
Oh, and Toni Storm was in the ring in the match. Like you could have definitely highlighted her as well.
I thought she got a chance to shine because she had high profile eliminations. She I think she had the first two.
Yeah.
But like, as far as like ending it all and winning it, Bianca went on a tear. Didn't she eliminate like 3 people or something? Like
yeah, she took out the last 3 people. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like she had another gigantic moment. Come on, y'all. Spread it around.
I agree with that. Where you give the match?
I still give it a 3.5. It wasn't bad. I think that the inconsistencies hurt it a little bit. I think the execution on the Sasha Banks count out was a little messy. You know what I mean? Them grabbing her up and stuff, trying to pull her out, and just they didn't really get her out. It's just like, what are you guys doing? Oh, you got her counted out.
So my issue with that too was the fact that she made it in the ring. Like they didn't pull her early enough to defect her to get in the ring. Her whole body was in the ring,
and that's what I was saying.
And she got counted out. That really bothered me.
You guys. So
shout outs to Mania with the Opinion. The what were we called it? It was the unwritten rules of the wrestling ring. It's like yo, we should write a book of the unwritten rules of the wrestling ring. All these rules they fucking make up on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
This is one. Mm-hmm. and it's like, remember, like, and then you go back into like different time and you think about like, yo, that would have never been a count out if you actually the fact that Sasha made it fully in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy because they actually brought up a rule recently, and this is off subject, but you know, in the original, like back in the probably early 70s and maybe early 80s, there was only a 3 save rule in tag matches.
That sounds familiar because I think there was something like that in the game once. That's the only reason I even know.
Yeah, so there was a thing. I think they brought it up in WWE recently because they kind of like did the rule out of nowhere, but it was like so back in the day there was a rule that you can only save your partner 3 times, and after the 3rd time, you cannot go in the ring while the person's getting pinned.
Mm-hmm.
So that was something that was like, huh, I don't remember that. And then I looked it up, and I was like, it was actually a prominent role for quite some time. It didn't catch on. More wrestling, American wrestling, but like if you go to Lucha Libre and things like that, they actually do use those rules still, especially for the 6-man tags.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, the more you know. Ding, 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 ding. Let's not get sued. Yeah, I'm gonna give this the women's. I'll give it two. I'm gonna give it a. I'm gonna give it a 3. Like I had issues. I had a lot of issues with the match, and just in general, just like how sloppy it was, and it got lost at times. It was kind of like dead at times. It took too long to build momentum. You had something going with Toni Storm, and you just killed the momentum and things like that. So I was like, you could do better. I think they could have done better in showcasing someone new instead of having the same people.
Mm-hmm.
And that's always been a problem with WWE. Like sometimes you need to showcase this new people so it gives people attention. The only way they're gonna get over if you give them the spotlight. If you don't give them the spotlight, how they get over?
Exactly.
And the main event, Universal Champion Roman Reigns defeats WWE Champion Biggie Langston.
And this is my second favorite match of the night. I thought it was excellent. I just liked if more than anything, I felt that this match had the big fight feel. It felt very important.
Mm-hmm.
The two people involved felt very larger than life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they did a good job hyping this one up. And again, it delivered. I thought it was good. Again, I wanted E to win.
Me too.
I'm sure a lot of people wanted E to win, but we know. Reigns is in that streak, so.
I really appreciated this match. I really liked it. They both went in with a big fight feel. Big E being serious and fucking ready to go kind of thing. I love what Big E's doing with the WWE Championship as much as I love Roman Reigns doing with his. Like I said, Big E's right now the biggest babyface with a title. Xavier Woods being the biggest babyface without a title. I think it really showcased with the crowd. I think the crowd was really into this match. I think the crowd was going back and forth. I think the crowd was really invested into what they were doing. And honestly, man, this could have easily been a preview of what could come for WrestleMania.
I would hope so. I hope they don't forget about it.
Yeah, like say for instance, Biggie loses his title before Royal Rumble. That's something I wouldn't mind seeing Roman Reigns and Biggie main event WrestleMania, but I don't think that's going to be the case. But I would like to see it. I would love to see Xavier Woods headline WrestleMania and win the Royal Rumble. So actually, I actually put that in. I think Fox, WWE Fox was who you predict is going to be your 2 winners for the Royal Rumbles. And I put King Xavier Woods and I put Bayley.
You think she's gonna be back before?
I have a feeling she is.
I would like to see it.
She's talking mad shit too. She's talking mad shit.
Her to win. I want Liv Morgan to win.
Yeah.
I need her to win something.
Bayley's talking mad shit.
I just need Liv to win something big. Yes, this is getting out of hand already.
I have a feeling. Liv Morgan, I have a feeling what they're gonna do is what they did with Jeff Hardy and test her with the belt. So I have a feeling she might win it before WrestleMania. I think I think she probably win it at day 1, the next pay-per-view. There's a chance she could win it there and hold it for 2 months and see how she rolls with it, and she'll probably lose it at Elimination Chamber.
I would like to see her in an Elimination Chamber match.
I think she'll be defending her title there.
That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
Put her in all the crazy stuff. Why not?
But Roman Biggie was a big main event feel. I think this was the biggest, I feel Biggie's biggest challenge was Roman Reigns. And Roman Reigns, I think, Biggie gave him a big-ass challenge as well. As Biggie will say, it was 2 big men slapping meat. This was that kind of match. It showcased the chemistry they have, too. They have a lot of chemistry.
I just like the reactions for both guys of the moves they were doing to each other, the way Roman would show like, oh man, this guy really hurt me. It's a difference in the way he would take the offense from me. Is what I like. That's why it felt like it was something that means something. Because sometimes he could shrug some power moves off, right?
Yeah, like
he made it look like he was giving him a run for his money.
No, 100%, and that's something I really appreciated. Like it reminded me of Drew McIntyre and him last year. and Roman last year. Like, it was a really hard hitting. They really brought it together. It was till like it's till like the last 2 minutes of the match where things went sour for Big E, and that's how he lost. And I like the fact there was no shenanigans. I like the fact that it was a straight fight. I was fine with that loss because Big E fought his damnness to fucking win, and I'm glad the Usos didn't interfere. I'm glad New Day didn't interfere. I was happy just the cadence of it was a one-on-one matchup. Even though I said Xavier Woods will probably cost Roman the match, and I wouldn't have mind that, but I think it being one-on-one and being one-on-one straightforward, it was a clean win. It was a strong win, and I think they both brought it. I think it was my favorite. I think it was my favorite match of the night.
I think it was a smart one too.
Yeah.
With somebody actually utilizing an injury right into the finishing maneuver. Like
100%.
that
Smart.
makes sense. It doesn't have to be all night working the leg. Biggie hurt his knee. All right. So I'm gonna get out this last move, this last attempt, stomp that man's leg and put him down. Okay. That took what? 30 seconds?
Yeah. And
boom.
the fact, imagine Roman Reigns, his big ass fucking stomping your knee.
Exactly.
That would just be it. And I kudos Biggie for selling. He sells his ass off, and that's something that actually really went with it too. So I definitely love this match. I think this was my favorite match of the night because I watched. I think this one is the only match I watched the Becky and Charlotte match twice. So this was the second match I actually really watched twice and really wanted to pay attention to everything that was going on, and I really enjoyed it the second time more than the first time. So I would definitely give it a 5.
Yeah, same here. Give it a 5.
2 large men slapping meat.
That's what it's all about when you got Biggie as a champion.
Yeah. I'm actually very happy with Big E's title reign so far. I would like to see more challengers for him. It looks like it's going to be Kevin Owens next. But I actually also like this.
When's Seth?
Seth's coming too. I think their match is going to land up being a triple threat.
I think he's probably going to lose the championship to Seth.
I have a feeling too, and I have a feeling that it's going to be in the triple threat, and I think Kevin Owens is going to be the one getting pinned.
We'll see.
And then it goes into Big E being in a Royal Rumble, and that could be
also we didn't bring it up, but shout outs to the Street Profits throwing pizza.
Yep.
At the end of the match, yo, they were just going nuts. I'm sorry, I just remembered that.
All right. What do you give Survivor Series on whole?
I'm gonna give it a 4, maybe 4.25. I don't know. I had 2 5s in it, maybe 4.5. It was pretty damn good, and I had 2 3.5s though, so can't really go higher than that.
I'm gonna give it a 4. Solid 4. All right, we go into Monday Night Raw, and we kick off with Riho Orton.
Again, great. I'm just saying, they're like one of the most entertaining things on that damn show, besides E.
Him stealing Drew Gulak's tights.
And Becky.
Yeah.
But damn it, man. Damn it, they're so good.
Yeah, it was really good.
Dude, what was that on his face? What was that?
It was a fake mustache.
No. That beard, that fake goatee. Yo, that shit was way too big. How did it stay on his face that long? Shout out to Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah.
Tearing that shit off his face.
I liked the match a lot. I actually liked the ending too. I actually liked the fact that Randy Orton embraced him too.
I like that Randy gave him the mustache back.
It was cool.
I'm telling you, from the beginning of the promo to the end where he gave him the mustache back, everything was just great. The commentary was on point. Corey Graves was giving Riddle all types of crap.
Yeah.
Byron just being silly. Like, the whole thing was good, dude. Great.
Riddle hits the RKO. He gets the pin. Then Viper K paid tribute back to his buddy and did the Bo Derek to Robert Roode or Big Bob.
Big Bob, yes.
Big Bob. We got a repeat match from last week. We had Bianca Belair and Tamina. It was okay match. It was just it had some storyline with Doudrop. Other than that, it was okay.
That was whatever. Why they gotta do my girl Tamina like that? Come on, man. She you see what I'm saying? You can't catch no wind, man.
Yeah.
You get some wind in your sails. You win a little championship. You had a little WrestleMania match, and they like, nah, pop that bubble.
Yeah. Natty left her. Like, she has no tag partner no more. She had nothing.
She came out because of the rule. They had. Don't forget about that. Oh my God, I forgot. We didn't even talk about that goddamn egg and The Rock not showing up.
Oh yeah, you know what? I gotta give it. I gotta give it a little. I gotta drop a point for Savage's then the stupid egg.
I gotta give him just eternal shit because The Rock didn't show up.
Yeah, The Rock didn't show up. It was a blatant storyline like focal point in the show, and then on Raw it was a big point. I actually didn't mind some of the confrontation, especially with Sami Zayn. I think Sami Zayn was a fucking genius with this. And then Austin Theory being the one and all that stuff, and then actually like getting a title shot. So I didn't mind that part. The whole chase for the egg kind of annoyed me. And I think it was just shenanigans that it wasn't for my taste. I could see people enjoying that shit. I didn't really enjoy it.
It's just that it wasn't executed as well. The part with the egg being missing and stuff is like, that's whatever. It's just not all of it was great. I appreciate the R-Truth moment in the locker room.
Yeah.
The egg is not in there. I repeat, it is not in there. When he went to the women's bathroom. It had little moments. That's why I liked it. Yeah,
it had some
also.
moments.
I agree. The end was probably the best part with the Theory, the Sammy, and all that. Nobody likes a snitch.
Yeah.
Like, again, it had moments to it.
Yeah.
But overall, for it being the main step, remember, it was the main storyline of the entire show.
Yeah.
It wasn't that great.
No, it wasn't.
So, nah.
So I had to.
You gotta take a hit.
I gotta give some points away from it. Seth Rollins took out Finn Balor. It was a really good match. It was
all right, but it wasn't a match.
It wasn't a match. It was just some ass whooping.
I'm not mad. Also, shout outs to Seth handling his business.
Yeah.
That crazy dude. Because that happened on camera. They caught that on the show and they had to quickly cut that away. But...
And yeah, that kid. Like, to be honest, everyone like, I'll say straight up,
Seth,
yeah, he was.
That's the thing. They found out he had problems.
Yeah, he's lucky that Seth didn't want to hurt him. Like, he was in a position that he could have yoked the shit out of him, and he did not. Being the professional he is, he took a busted lip and all that shit too. So it's like, don't go behind the barricades because the wrestlers will fuck you up.
Yeah. Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about the guy who harassed Bret Hart because the revival's not there and we don't have Dax to murder your balls when you do that. But I always remember the one time somebody did that when Triple H was in the ring and it was just...
and then the referee, you see the referee and Triple H stomping the motherfucker.
Triple H, yeah.
That was it was him and Austin.
Yes.
And then I
showed
you
the worst two people too.
And I show you the one with La Parka. The dude tried to take off his mask. He popped him right in the face.
He KO.
Yeah. So
don't mess with them wrestlers, man.
Stay out the barricades, man. They
may look like normal people on a television screen, but you think you're a big boy?
Anyway, we got Street Profits and AJ Styles almost ends in a no contest because they sprayed.
I thought this was hilarious.
Yeah.
They brought back the the fire extinguishers. Remember, it's been a long time since we've seen a fire extinguisher used as a weapon.
That's fun.
It was silly. It's just the way that Street Profits sold it, and the way that AJ sold it, like he just couldn't see. It was flopping like a fish. I love it. So.
Queen Zelina and Carmelo defeat the World Women's Tag Team Champions, Rhea Ripley and Nikki Ash, and they are the new tag champs. You knew this was coming.
But so soon? Damn.
I knew it was coming.
What is the longest tag team? Hold on. I know you got an answer ready. What is the longest women's tag team reign that wasn't Bayley and Sasha? Like, I think it was Alexa and Nikki. I guess so, right?
Or Asuka. No, Asuka and Kairi Sane.
Asuka and Kairi Sane?
I think they held the belt for like 6 months. I think
Alexa and Nikki might have been longer. Because they were also, remember, they went from in the Thunderdome era, and then they got their belts back, too.
Yeah. I think.
So maybe.
Let's see. Longest.
I guess.
WWE Women's Tag.
Because they're probably going to show you Sasha and Bayley is the top two, the number one or whatever. But it's just like the belts seem cursed. It seems like ever since they left the Thunderdome era, those belts have been cursed.
Yeah. I want to see who's the longest.
So, while I say congratulations to Carmella and Zelina, Queen Zelina, I feel that in 2 weeks we might be seeing some more women's champions.
I think they're gonna keep them with it right now because they're not really doing nothing with the tag team, so they're gonna just have it by default.
I mean, they always have matches, so you can't say they never show up.
Yeah.
But the champs always win the belts, then lose a bunch of matches in singles competition, like we saw.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Mm-hmm.
How many times did Taken Knox and let's not even talk about all that.
Yeah.
But they just seem cursed.
Yeah. Let's see. Women's tag champs.
Also, Nikki just got treated like garbage in that match.
Reigns. Most reigns. Longest reign. Kabuki Warriors. 180 days.
Okay. Cool.
Shortest reigns. Asuka and Charlotte Flair.
Okay.
Oldest champion is Tamina.
Okay.
Youngest champion was Rhea Ripley.
Shout outs.
The lightest champions are Carmelo and Zelina. The
Funny.
heaviest champions are Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler.
They have all the stats. Okay.
Yeah, on everything. The most reigns was Alexa and Nikki.
Mm-hmm.
They had 2. I think everyone else had 1. And yeah. First champions was Boss and Hook Connection.
I think they were still the best ones. That was my
So
favorite.
Kabuki Warriors is the longest reign, 180 days.
Okay, that's cool.
Yep. Anyway, yeah, they just throw the belts around. There's no really special moments
But at least you can say they're willing to change champions. You know what I mean? Is willing at least to let the belts change hands.
So one thing I'll say is that at least they were building Zelina and Carmella as a team or partners at least.
Yes.
So at least there was that. They were just not thrown together. They've been working together for some time now. So it was not like it was just a thrown together team. No, they tag teamed quite a few times before even this happened. Mm-hmm. I'm happy just to see Zelina get a title. Like she won King Queen of the Ring, so she got a title, and let's see Xavier gets a title now.
I mean, that isn't tag.
Yeah, it's a tag title, but it's a title. She never won a title.
For him. I mean for him, not her.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, let's see if Woods gets him a singles title.
Like, let's get IC.
Something, right?
Hey, IC title needs something. They need some love. Like IC Championship is one of my favorite titles, and it has no love right now. And I love Nakamura, but it's not getting no love.
They ain't defending that belt.
24/7 title gets more TV time than the IC
saying.
title. Well, the IC title gets TV time, but it gets TV time as just a prop.
Mm-hmm.
It's prop in a tag match.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, talking about 24/7 title. Cedric Alexander defeats Reggie.
He killed Reggie. God damn.
And then he became champion, and then Dana Brooke ran and became champion, and everyone was scared to fight Dana Brooke.
She did. Look, I'm mad because she did a crisp ass blockbuster.
Mm-hmm.
But she ain't never do that before in a match.
Why they do that more?
She's never done that before in a match and hit that. I've never seen her do that. So again, kudos to Dana Brooke, but where all these moves come from all of a sudden?
I'm just saying, R-Truth, y'all, you pinned everybody, and you were scared to pin Dana Brooke. You pinned your own partner, Carmelo.
Exactly. Oh, you just reminded me about that. Okay.
I'm just saying. And then she looked like she had a fruit roll up on her face.
Yeah, she did. A watermelon fruit roll because it like it had black seeds in it.
Yeah. That was a fun little segment, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, at least the entire thing was cool. Like the match with Reggie, I thought was actually pretty good because he got beat up. I don't know why he looked like Ronald McDonald though.
Yeah.
With this red and yellow vest, but he got killed.
Yeah. Bobby Lashley defeats Rey Mysterio, Dominic, and Jr. in a handicap match. Like, we knew this was going to happen.
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio is just there to get their ass kicked all the time. Like,
at this point, yeah.
Whatever. United States Champion Damian Priest defeats Sami Zayn in a pretty good match.
Yeah, that was a hard-hitting match.
I would have loved to see Sami.
I like the new Damian Priest. I like that he goes dark mode on you.
I would have liked to see Sami somehow come out with that title though, for some reason.
Well, I guess it worked out for him in the end, right?
Yeah. And then our main event, because the person that found the egg was put in the main event, Austin Theory, and Sami Zayn snitched on him, and it was granted a title match because it reminded him of me when I was young. So WWE Biggie defeats Austin Theory. This was actually quite a good match too.
I thought it was good. Look at how this guy just got there. He's in a world title match. Look at him. Good for him.
Austin Theory is that talent, dude. Like I remember seeing him as the Evolve champion, and he kicked ass. Like he had some really really good matches. We've seen him with Roderick Strong. We've seen him versus Leo Ruff and things like that, and he has some really banger matches in the Evolve. So I will like to see him get more serious in his character, because I would like the character that he had to evolve to see more on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, great match. I like the doofiness somewhat too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good match. Biggie beat his ass after the game.
Papa John will be proud.
Yep. And then Seth Rollins got big ended.
Well, he shouldn't have minded his own business.
Yeah, he should have.
But then again, Kevin Owens would start some crap, so it is what it is.
Yep. All right. Monday Night Raw, where you rate it?
B+. I can't, because of the main story is just nah.
I'm gonna give it the same thing. I'm gonna give it a solid B, because some repeats that didn't have to be repeated. I think there's more talent in the pool that you could have did something with. So, like, seeing Bianca Belair, Tamina 3 weeks in a row is something I don't want to see all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
So
at least let her win one.
Exactly, to make it a rivalry. But if you're going to build something with Piper Nevins, I'm perfectly fine with it. But at least do it with other talent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's about it. Other than that, it was okay show. Again, the big broad storyline with the Golden Egg had its moments, but it was a dumb storyline overall.
Yeah, and The Rock didn't show up, so
yep.
The payoff, there was no real payoff.
All right.
Not even Ryan Reynolds or Gal Gadot showed up, so
nope.
like there was no payoff.
Yep. What we got next? We got NXT. So NXT started off with Tommaso Ciampa defeats Grayson Ryder. I thought that match was actually really good.
Mm-hmm. That dude he's a up and coming talent. He's pretty good.
You know who he reminds me of? It's gonna be funny. He actually reminded me of Pat McAfee when he wrestled.
Oh really? Okay. I
don't know. He just has the swagger, the same that he had.
I get you. Maybe they learned some stuff from the same people. I don't know.
Yeah, probably. But it reminded me of that. But Tommaso Ciampa put his ass down, and good. Casey Carzaro and Kaden Carter defeat Indy Hartwell and Persia Priyat.
I just don't. She needs to get ahead in the game, man.
I do like Casey
looking sad the entire match. I thought it was funny, but like it wasn't great for her team, is what I'm saying.
I do like the fact that they're building Casey and Kaden. I actually appreciate them more as a tag team, because they have been developing moves together and things like that, and they're just fun to watch. So I've been really enjoying them their evolution of it, I guess, because they've been evolving.
They now have characters. They're not just people with names.
Yeah, so I've been enjoying them taking that, getting better. Santo Escobar defeats Malik Blade.
Once again, he just shows up and dies.
Yep. Just
Malik Blade shows up and gets killed. That's
like,
all
hi, everybody.
Yep.
You know who he reminds me of?
Who's that?
That guy from Mortal Kombat that got...
Oh, no, he's not Art Lee. How dare you? I mean, well, maybe. Art Lee,
there you go. He's the Art Lee of NXT. Makes me feel good that I could put that on somebody. I'm a little proud of it.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick.
Cora Jade defeat Mandy Rose in a surprise win. I actually thought this match was really good. I love what they do with Mandy in NXT.
Yeah, she's my favorite wrestler in NXT.
I'm very
happy. She has
happy.
Developed into such a badass, a villainess. She is evil, but she has all her skills she got from being in NXT and on the main roster, and now she is awesome.
She's killing it. Keep killing it. And Cora Jade was actually solid in this match. I actually liked she wasn't as botchy as she usually is, and she was a bit more clean. So I really appreciate the match. It was actually a really good match.
Everything made sense. The way she won the match and whatnot. It was a distraction, which usually is what distractions are made for. I don't know why NXT knows how to get that right still. So the main roster can't.
Yeah.
But it was good. I enjoyed everything. So
Ivy Neal.
She need to stop throwing that skateboard around though. She don't hit somebody.
Ivy Neal versus Yusa Leon. I honestly went blank on this match, to be honest with you.
It was just somebody got murdered.
Okay.
Poor girl got styled on. Yeah. She did push-ups on her.
She looked like she ate spinach before the match.
Which one? The
Ivy Neal. She mad brolic.
What? She had under her teeth?
I don't know, but she brolic.
I mean, she had some. She probably ate her spinach. She squeezed it out of the can like Popeye before she went down the rail. That's what she looked like. Yeah,
the veins are popping and everything. She's like,
I mean, that's what happens when you in the diamond mine. Listen. Yep.
I did like.
She reminds me. You know what? She has that thing that Jordan Grace has, but it also reminds me of Scott Steiner.
Yeah.
Because she was doing push-ups and sit-ups during the match, and it looked good. So yeah.
There was a big thing with Diamond Mine and what was the team? It was Diamond Mine and was it in the beginning of the show or later in the show? I forgot. Anyway, I can't think of it. We had Jason Briggs and Brooke Jensen defeat Grizzly Young Vets. It's a shame that what they do to the Grizzly Young Vets.
I agree. I thought they would have been champs by now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know they're using them because they're very reliable and whatnot, but still, just, let's get the belts on these fellas before they have to go back home or something.
And the main event, Carmelo Hayes defeats Johnny Gargano and Pete Dunne for North American Championship.
Mm-hmm.
And it builds into War Games because the help of Tony D'Angelo.
Yeah.
And now it's going to go into War Games. So War Games, we're going to have Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, LA Knight, which he's not old NXT, so I don't understand his stake. I think freaking Cameron Grimes have more of a stake of being longer in NXT than he does.
Yeah, he does. He definitely does. Mm-hmm. But I think just because they, as we saw that show, they have him in a new storyline. Because Cameron Grimes also, that's one of the things we did miss. We didn't talk about the aftermath of his shaving. Yeah. So now he's got a slightly different look, and they're gonna go for the hair versus hair.
Yeah. Are we gonna see a bald Cameron Grimes?
Probably. But then again, I think they're probably gonna give him like the Wall Street look, like the real clean cut look to put on him.
Okay. Yeah. I again, LA Knight don't make sense because he probably has been in NXT as long as some of these young guys.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So that's the only thing. But they're doing the young versus old. I have a feeling that it's gonna be like a straight win of the young versus old, and that's gonna annoy the shit out of me.
I mean, if it's Braun Breaker, is he in the match?
Yeah.
If he wins, I wouldn't mind.
I have issues with that. Anyway, but right now you have Braun Breaker, Tony D'Angelo, Carmelo Hayes, and I think Grayson Wyler. Or his partner are going to be in that match.
Okay.
Versus Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, Pete Dunne, and LA Knight.
I feel like Braun Breaker's going to win the match. That's all I know. I don't know who he's going to pin, but I feel like he's going to win it.
So we actually have a card that's coming for for it. So basically, there's a vote for men's advantage, and then there's a ladder match to determine the women's advantage. So Dakota Kai and Kaylee Ray is gonna fight next week in a ladder match for the women's advantage.
Dangerous.
Kaylee Ray gonna beat the shit out of somebody.
Yeah, she gonna hurt somebody.
Oh yeah, she was evil too with the damn bat.
Think she left the pile of garbage because she was breaking stuff. You can't do that. Where'd she come from? Listen, I don't know how they do it in her country. You can't just break stuff and leave it over here. You gotta clean that shit up.
So far, War Games right now, we have the new generation versus the older generation. Gargano, Ciampa, LA Knight, and Pete Dunne versus Carmelo Hayes. Steiner, D'Angelo, and Grayson Wyler. And held War Games match. And then we also have Gonzalez, Io Shirai, Cora Jade, Kaylee Ray versus Toxic Attraction, and Dakota Kai.
That should be good.
We got Cameron Grimes versus Duke Hudson in a hair versus hair match. And then we got Roderick Strong with the Cruiserweight Championship versus Joe Gacy.
We'll see.
And it's supposed to be a tag team title match being added into that too. I think we'll get the people who are going to fight them next week, because we have a number one contender match of Kyle O'Reilly and Von Wagner versus Legado del Fantasma.
I hope Kyle O'Reilly stabs that man in the back.
Good. So we don't talk about like the outside shit, but the one thing that might be happening in there is the fact that Johnny Gargano's contract expires. He signed an extension to fight in War Games, but he has not signed a new contract.
Oh, okay.
And then Kyle O'Reilly, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn, I think, all expire in December.
Really? That's interesting.
And I think Roderick Strong expires in February.
That's very, very soon.
Yeah, so it's a sad to hear, but it's also like, you know what? Y'all doing it kind of in yourselves and see like that. I think Johnny Gargano, after War Games, is going to take a break. I think he's not going to sign a contract until he's ready to come back, because you also have Candice LeRae about to have a baby and things like that. And I think she's contracted all the way to next year. So I have a feeling that he is going to resign. I just think he wants a break after War Games. Let's hope. I don't want to miss Johnny Gargano on WWE if he goes. But then again, I'm going to enjoy him anywhere he goes. So we'll see.
Yes, sir.
So NXT, where you give it?
I just like that. I give it a B plus. Again, it wasn't too dull. The matches that I didn't really care for, they weren't bad. So it's not like it was like, damn, this sucks. But like, there were some matches like the tag match was just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Same here.
But I'm looking forward to the actual War Games matches. That's my thing.
That's one thing that NXT has not done is a disappointing War Games match. I think every single War Games match they had were fucking great. Well, this is the first one without Undisputed Era.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it the B plus. I thought at least the first match and the last match were worth NXT. Was really good. There's some good storylines brewing. Again, Mandy Rose and Cora Jade was actually really good. I actually really enjoyed that match. So yeah, B plus. All right, we go into. You watch any Dark or anything like that?
No, not this week. All
right, so AEW Dynamite results. It's funny because I put everything on my computer, and I can't really look at it because I have to look at our sound.
To make sure everything's good.
Yeah. So that's the reason why. And anyway, so AEW results. We kick off for a good I think the promo lasted about a half hour. The whole total of CM Punk's beginning, it lasted about 35 minutes. So you had the promo for about 18 minutes, and then he had a match with this guy, the substitute teacher. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
QT Marshall.
QT. Yes, sir.
I thought it was solid promos between them both. I liked the verbal war they had. I think I'll say as just you always have to mention WWE in past tense, which is it's just as a thing. They do it all the time, and Yeah, that was the only thing I kind of like. Yeah,
I think I can't take that away from him because I
yeah,
think you have to because Punk has no story if you
yeah,
don't
that's
use
true.
that.
That is 100
What's
percent
the
true.
what you gonna do? Go back to Ring of Honor that nobody remembers except for hardcore fans?
That
No,
is true.
can't
That
do
is
that.
true. That is true.
Can't do
So
that.
beyond that, like I thought the promos were great. I thought MJF had some funnier, like fucked up ones than he did, but I
Hmm.
thought they were both. I thought they both had a great thing. I did like the whole thing of you being straight edge and you look like a meth head.
Yeah. Yes.
I like
Yeah.
the whole the hustle, loyalty, and respect thing.
I like the hustle, loyalty, respect, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
do.
would love a bootleg figure of Cena, and it's called Hustle, Loyalty, Respect, man. I would
Yeah,
love that.
I dug it. I dug it. Really good. Really good. Like first 20 minutes of Dynamite was very interesting, very fun to hear it. I wouldn't mind hearing them more, going at it back to back at it. I think it was great. But CM Punk, QT Marshall, I did not really care about because I know QT Marshall will lose like he always does, and he has an entourage that just watches him lose all the damn time. So
Yes.
it is what it is.
Yeah, it is. It is. No, you know what you're getting with QT Marshall. You know, you gotta get a faction that just doesn't win,
Yeah.
and a substitute teacher coming down to the ring.
Yeah.
Yes. So
You got the Gun Club versus Bear Country. Billy Gunn has been on a winning streak.
I actually like the match because I like Bear Country, and I've seen the Gun Club like building up and getting better on
Yeah.
Dark, and so like they're good. And I'm not for nothing. I actually like their new music.
Yeah.
So
It was okay match. Nothing
Billy
special.
Gunn still looks like a damn monster, dude. He
Yeah.
didn't even look like. I get that that's just been his frame for all the years, but remember, you gotta remember he was also in the land of other 6 foot something
Yeah.
giants.
So you see the
So he
big
never looked
difference.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, even Road Dogg never looked that small because even though he's not muscular, he's tall.
Like if you have, especially because they've been rivaling with like Darby Allen. Seeing Billy
Yeah,
Gunn and Darby Allen 1-on-1,
yeah.
Billy Gunn is a big
That's a
motherfucker. Big.
grown ass man.
Yeah.
That's a grown ass man. So
We had
yeah.
the TBS Championship Tournament qualifier match, Thunder Rosa versus Jamie Hayter.
I thought it was better than most Jamie Hayter matches. I'm
I
just
think
gonna
this
put
was
it that
probably
way.
one of her best matches.
You know what I mean? I don't know if it was chemistry or is it maybe she just felt more comfortable with Rosa in general. But like, at least most of the stuff she was doing in that match felt like it had some impact. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
It was a good match. It
It
was a
didn't,
solid
it didn't
match.
feel bad like the usual. So
Yeah.
there's
So,
hope.
well, Thunder Rosa eliminates Hayter, and she moves on to the next
Hayter
one.
got kicked in the face by her own teammate,
Good.
DMD. So
Yeah.
yes.
Yep. And then you also had Dante Martin stunning the world of timing with Team Taz, left Leroy speechless.
I like it. I like it. Join them. They need some new blood that does
Yeah.
something. Although I'm still waiting for Hook.
They need more fucking wins.
They need more wins, yes, but they need more. They need more dudes because literally,
Yo,
the
Brian
thing
Cage
is,
and Hobbs
look
could
at
have
how
been your
many matches.
Bebop and Rocksteady.
Cage, he's gone. I don't know where he is. He's still around, right? But
They don't use them.
he left the team, right?
Mm-hmm.
And whatchamacallit hasn't had a match in a little bit. Ricky.
Yeah, because he's been injured, so he's been kind of.
But
like,
he's been wrestling. I don't know if
yeah,
he's been
he's
wrestling
been. Oh,
hurt,
okay.
but that's the thing.
Oh, he's on Dark and shit. He
I
hasn't
don't
wrestled on the main show in a while.
Yeah. But like that, Hobbs is like the only one that had a match in a while, right? Remember, it was
Yeah.
like maybe 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So
But Punk
Hook is not ready. So I mean, yeah, why
and
not?
lost.
Hmm?
And he
Yeah,
had a match with
true,
Punk and
true,
lost.
true.
You know, okay. So Team Taz has potential. I like Taz as a manager. I like Taz as a talker, and I feel like Ricky Starks is a great talker as well. Hobbs has potential. Brian Cage has amazing, a lot of fucking potential that you did not really use. Why didn't y'all conquer the tag team division with Cage and Hobbs?
Because they had a plan with the Lucha Bros and whatchamacallit. And that's who's been. It's been Lucha Bros, Young Bucks for the longest, remember,
Yeah.
and the FTR. And those
Like,
were like those the only three.
like they don't have a powerhouse tag team at all, and
No,
you
they
could
do.
have been unique with a powerful tag team of Brian Cage and Hobbs.
So now I want to see Dante and Hobbs.
Yeah,
I
I
would
wouldn't
like to
mind
see
that. It
that
would be strong,
mismatch.
speed and power.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'd say my favorite match of Impact, not Impact, AEW Dynamite, Colt Cabana versus Daniel Bryan.
Very good.
Man,
Very
taking
good.
people's teeth.
Poor guy.
Dan
Stomped his
Houston's
teeth
gonna
out his
come
head.
with a lawyer.
Get smart, Mark. He's already there.
Yeah, good match, really good match.
Yes, sir.
Probably the
I
best
actually like
match.
the promos too at the end when Hangman came out and he was telling him had the tooth in his hand.
Yep.
Crazy.
Daniel Bryan or Brian Danielson taking teeth out of Colt Cabana.
So,
It's gonna make a chain.
mm-hmm.
It was funny though. Like I was like, "Fuck, is that a tooth?" And he picked it up and it was the tooth. And I was like, "God damn,
Yes, sir.
so mean." I love Daniel Bryan in AEW. I actually like the pure wrestling aspect of him, but I know for a fact Daniel Bryan can shine as a heel. We've seen it many times, so I'm all for this. And I think they need that dominant heel because they really don't have one because Omega's out.
Well, he does. He says he's not a heel.
He's someone that wants to kick everyone face in.
He's just angry. He wants his title shot.
And
That's
he
it.
called everyone fickle. He brought back the word fickle. Made me happy.
Because it's true. It's
Everybody is fickle. 100%.
what he said is true. They just turned on him.
Yep.
It's true.
Cody Rhodes and the Death Triangle defeat versus Andrade, Malachi Black, and FTR.
I thought it was all right. I mean, this alliance is going on a little too long, I feel.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah.
It's getting a little longer than tooth. It's not like the match was bad or anything. It's just this seems weird. But I will say I'm glad Andrade brought back doing the DDT on the concrete though, the Cody Rhodes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll take that any day.
Yeah. And Andrade, FTR, and Black win. And there was no kick in the head for Cody though. It made me sad.
No, but the crowd loved it when Cody got DDT. So
Yeah, and he threw his weight belt and they threw it back in.
oh, they pulled the seat on him. Oh.
They pretty much treat him like Cena right now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And
I see that.
is he gonna go heel? Who knows? I don't care. I really don't
Probably
care
not.
if he's heel.
Probably
I think Cody Rhodes is a better heel than face anyway. I always thought he was a better heel. As much, and I still don't like him, but I appreciate him more as a heel than a face.
I have no problems with him except his moveset in the ring.
I think
That's it.
I think the
Literally,
only
that's it.
time I actually appreciate more his character wise was his rivalry with Rey Mysterio when he was doing the Doctor Doom-ish character.
Okay.
Because Rey Mysterio fucked up his face and he was wearing the face mask.
Okay.
I think that was the only time I actually was like, huh, that's actually pretty good. Other than that, I don't like him that much. AEW Dynamite, I'll give it A minus.
You know what? I would give it an A- as well. I mean, that was one of the best promos in a good long while. I mean, long form promos.
Yeah.
I'm glad it worked out. It was really good. And most of the like all the matches were solid. It's not like they were bad. It's just the QT match was whatever. You know it.
I
As
could
much
live
as I
without
love
it.
my boy, it wasn't gonna blow the roof off. So
Yeah, I could live without it. Impact Wrestling was all Wrestle House. If you like the first season of Wrestle House, I think you'll like this episode of Wrestle House as well. You had a couple matches, but were more fun than anything. It was more fun joke wrestling than anything like else. So if you want something serious, it's maybe not for you. But I enjoyed the Wrestle House. I thought it was a fun episode.
yeah, it was actually pretty good. Again, it had its moments. Like it wasn't. They at least learned from the first one.
Yeah.
To not let it get dry.
Yeah.
To let it, because again, it's very humor based, but even they know you can't just have super long segments, so they broke them up with the wrestling.
Yeah.
And then they change people often. They shuffle people in. Like I actually really like the interaction between Eddie Edwards and his wife.
Yeah.
And how she would just treat him like an idiot because he was like, "What are you gonna wear to the wedding?" He's like, "This." She's just giving him crap, and then Hernandez came. He's like, "What are you gonna wear? Oh, we gotta get you a suit." Like, there's a whole lot of little things.
Yeah.
That I actually liked for it. So it was pretty good.
Yeah, I'll give it. It was entertaining. Definitely check
You
it
know
out if you
what?
want.
You know what I'll say about Impact in general. They feel, because there's so few of them anyway.
Yeah.
But it really almost feels like a campus.
Yeah.
Like they all know each other. They're all like kind of friends.
Yeah.
Or like they're like a small family. So like that's one of the things I like about Impact in general.
Mm-hmm.
I would have liked to see the Iconics on it. I'm just saying. When they
Inspiration.
show up, the
Which is our cover.
inspiration.
I put them as the cover
Yeah.
this week.
I see. Yeah.
All right. You got SmackDown. Roman Reigns pretty much opens up the show, talks mad shit because he won. He was the only winner of SmackDown.
And then poor Heyman just took it to Kayla, man. Yo, you ain't have to be so brutal, but I loved it.
Yep. First match was Drew McIntyre and Jeff Hardy. They defeat Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss.
Whatever.
Yeah, Cesaro defeat Rig Holland. I actually thought that was a really good match.
I agree.
You had Angel defeat Rick Boogs in a Thanksgiving leftover throwdown.
That was pretty funny. It wasn't the best, but I thought it was actually pretty funny.
Yeah, it was fun. Charlotte Flair hits Tony Storm with two pies in the face and talking mad shit, and Tony Storm did nothing.
It had me die. I'm like, yo, Tony, you gonna take that? You take a second one? Damn, son.
Tony gonna kill her.
I hope so.
She's gonna bring a gun next week.
Maybe not a gun. She's gonna stick it first. That's
Nerf gun.
No, she gonna bring out the what was, remember them old knives we used to see in like the 80s and 90s movies? They used to flip them around.
Oh, the butterfly knife.
The butterfly knife. Yeah, Tony's gonna come with the butterfly knife.
Do some tricks.
Hell yeah.
I actually like the promo between them two. I actually like Tony Storm versus Charlotte. I think that could be a really good match if they've done right. So I'm into that. Sasha Banks and Naomi defeat Shayna Baszler and Natalya.
That was really good.
We also got some story for that too.
Right. Yeah. I thought the story was like, this was one of the more fleshed out stories because they really are not letting it die.
Yeah.
So now it has, now it has Sasha Banks involved.
And you know what I appreciate, and it was more on the commentating side, is that Pat McAfee would just say what the fuck he wants to say, and it works out so well because he just like, really, you signed my paycheck. Who's this guy that writes my paycheck? I don't see your name on it.
He's like, well, whose office? I like that Sonya at least is she's quick enough to roll with Pat.
Yeah.
Because she didn't sit there like stunned or anything.
Yeah.
And I like their back and forth, but I got to give credit to Sasha on the apron, hyping up Naomi, because I don't know if you noticed, when Naomi would hit like drop kicks and stuff, Sasha would dance.
Yeah.
It was just really good.
Appreciate
it. I understand they were in a team before, and you don't necessarily have to go back to that, but they do have chemistry being on the same side. Back. So like, why not? You know what I mean?
I would not mind seeing Team Bad back together.
Yeah,
I thought they were very underrated, and I think they didn't use them correctly when they were together. I thought they had great chemistry. I thought they all had great promos together and stuff like that too. So I think Team Bad was very underrated.
If only they could save Tamina.
Yeah, they could save Tamina. She could just
be
their. She could be their muscle.
She's lost on Raw, man.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. She ain't on the same show, so she's lost in the sauce.
Yep, that is true. And then our main event was the 25-man Battle Royal that we got 2 nights in a row. We got Survivor Series. You also got an SmackDown. I thought the match was just dry. It was boring.
Yes, I think it lacked the moments of what a Battle Royal is supposed to have. Yeah. Like, they weren't great.
And you have Ricochet.
I will give credit to my favorite part of the match was Happy Corbin and Ricochet just having a straight up match in the middle of this whole thing. Like,
that was good.
That was really good.
That was good. I liked the fact that like Matt Cott was trying to eliminate Baron Corbin. It was just made it a joke, and then Corbin did the same exact shit to his ass out.
I mean, I don't mind them showcasing Happy Madcap Moss because he got a bunch of eliminations early on. So.
Yeah,
I don't dislike him. Yeah, but like for the most part, whatever.
Yeah, it was just the same thing. And then you had Jeff Hardy about to win, and then Sami Zayn was never eliminated, runs in, throws him out, and Sami Zayn's your new number one contender for the Universal Championship.
I wonder how they're gonna play this, because is he just gonna get run over?
You know what's funny is the fact that, yeah, he won the number one contendership, but they didn't say nothing about him. They just announced that Brock Lesnar is reinstated, and that's it, which I thought was fucked up.
Yeah, I know. He got his moment stolen.
Yeah. Which
Also, shout out to Caleb Braxton. You can
which
be on the show as much as you want. I'm sorry.
which the last time Sami Zayn got out, like pretty much didn't get the credit he deserves, he came up with the IC title.
Yeah, but he just bring that one?
No, he actually had
the
the IC title. He won the IC title because people doubted his ass and he cheated on Braun Strowman.
Wow, listen. Be careful.
Yep.
Because he might get shot by the head of the table. I'm sorry.
SmackDown, I wish was better. I had issues with the Battle Royal. I did not care for it. There were some matches I didn't really care for, so I'm gonna give it a B.
I didn't really dislike too much on it. I liked more of the promos and story this week than the matches. So I'd have to give it probably a B. I want to give it a B plus.
Just thinking about it, I don't mind the women's storylines. I actually like the fact that they have several storylines going on, which is perfectly fine. I like the Cesaro and Holland. I actually really liked that match. I thought it was a better match, and I was surprised Cesaro win because Cesaro usually loses too. So I was surprised he actually came out with the win. I'll give B plus just because of that. And there was no King Woods, and then I was sad.
Yeah, where's he at? Chilling? At home?
Probably.
I guess so.
Did you see the video of when he was live on G4 TV when he found out the releases?
No.
Yeah, he was live on TV when he found out the releases, and he had to step off for a bit he was really angry.
No, I didn't see him.
Yeah, and in general, he even talked about it. He was like, "Yeah, those are my friends. Those are people that I've made a lot of friends with and a lot of connections with." So he felt really sad for them, and he actually called a couple of them before he went back on there.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
I mean, good man. At least he's checking up on his homies.
And also, the reason why we haven't seen up, down, down content is because they kind of low blowing Xavier Woods.
Who?
WWE.
Really?
So
that's messed up. Wow.
They haven't been doing.
Want to pay him?
So the people that do the content creating for Up, Down, Down, like Xavier Woods is the main dude, but there's the two people his partners that do the videos and all that stuff, the editing and all that stuff. They feel like Xavier Woods should have a bigger cut, and they feel like he should get more recognition for what he's been doing and stuff like that for Up, Down, Down, bringing it to 2 million people and things like that. So they refuse to do any videos until WWE makes an agreement with him. So that's how it's going.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I mean, hopefully they win that fight, right?
Yeah, I hope so, because again, Xavier right now he's killing it. So, and that was his baby. So it's sad to have to do that. Give the man what he deserves. Like he made that channel, so give him what he deserves.
Stop being such scumbags. They acting up over there, man. The whole company's acting up on the way they treat their people side. I'm telling you.
Yep.
Some of the stuff, I understand business, but where's the human relations part? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
What's going on?
Exactly.
What's going on?
Yeah, and that's something that could be lost really bad because Xavier Woods has. Right now, Xavier Woods is fine if they decide, like, you know what, we're going to let you go. Because, yeah, he got G4 and he already has a freaking outstanding thing outside of. He'll be an easy pickup for anybody and will be that star for anyone that wants to get him.
He's the type of person that he would probably start his own thing and just have everybody just showing up on his brand, because he brings that positivity that makes everybody want to work with him, even if you're not involved in the games or not.
Yeah,
he's got people that don't even play just wanting to hang out.
Yeah,
so that's the power that he brings, and you don't want to lose that.
No, you don't.
And then they don't have anybody. Like, think about that. They don't have anybody in that field.
They Up, Down, Down was his. Like, honestly, no matter what, if WWE put money or whatever, I don't give a damn about that. Xavier Woods made Up, Down, Down. He brought his friends, he brought his family, the people that he really cared about backstage, that he hangs out all the time. He brought them just to have fun and things like that. Look at the party last year. That was like one of the best things to watch because they just were having fun. It was pure four friends just having fun and cracking jokes the whole time, and that's the way it should be. And Up, Down, Down was that. And it got a lot of friends. They got a lot of praise too because a lot of people was behind that. All right. To go to the next thing, AEW Rampage. He started off with Cole and Bobby Fish versus Orange Cassidy, Real Euler. It was an okay match.
I thought it was actually pretty fun. At least what's his call it didn't die.
Yeah.
With Buddha, because man, he's been getting murdered lately.
Yeah.
So.
We had Brook Baker versus Riho.
I thought it was all right. It's been a while, so I can't say it's been played out. I mean, I don't know the concept is fair. How should Riho just comes back and gets a Black Friday deal match? I thought that was hilarious.
And won.
And she won. But I again, watching the match, it was like, oh, okay. The way it happened, everything, it looked all right. So it was all right.
Well, solid match. Solid women's match. And then the main event was Eddie Kingston versus Daniel Garcia.
I thought it was great. He beat that man's ass. Like, Garcia gave him a fight, but Eddie Kingston whooped that man's ass.
And it ended with 2.0 jumping Eddie Kingston, and Jericho comes for the save.
Yes. Jericho could not move because that other was hella tight.
Yep.
He couldn't put his arms up past a certain height. I saw it. I saw him struggling because he forgot where he was for a second. He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna kick this man's ass." Oh, I forgot I wore this jacket today. Shit.
Rampage was solid. Like, I actually thought it was a solid show. Really good matches. Build some story.
I got to give credit to the commentary.
Yeah, and the commentary is usually very entertaining. So I'll give it a. You know what? I'll give it an A-.
Yeah, same.
It was a better match. It was 3 good matches and solid commentating, solid story building, and it was good. I'm all fine with that when they do stuff like that. And it's only an hour long. I appreciate the hour-long stuff because everything is so long.
I know. Oh, dude. Yeah, I know.
So I appreciate that. I just want to shout out NXT UK because they always deliver amazing matches every week, and there's a lot of stuff on there that we don't get to see or hear about much because a lot of people don't talk about it. So you had Jordan Devlin versus Mark Andrews. It was a freaking fantastic match. We had Elisa Dawn versus Aaliyah James, solid match as well. Ginny and Angel Hayes had a solid match, and then the Heritage Cut, Norm Dar versus Sam Gradwell went 2-1, and it was a really good match. So definitely check out UK if you get a chance. This week's UK, I would definitely give it an A+.
Okay, all right, damn.
There's some really good wrestling in the UK.
Gotcha.
And I'll shout out to Minion because he's the one that gives me a heads up, and then I'll watch it.
All right, good stuff. Good stuff.
So if you want old school NXT, watch UK.
Gotcha.
They're doing some amazing stuff there. Last but not least, podcast we listened to. I actually listened to quite a few this week because there were some really good interviews. I went back to listen to that Paul Heyman interview. I forgot what he did it on. It was Ari something. I forgot his name, but it was actually a really good conversation. You can find it on YouTube. You know what? Let me check. I might have it in my history on YouTube with Generation X because I watched it on YouTube. I'm not proud of that. The things we do. Where is it at? I have it here. I just watch a lot of YouTube videos, so I always kind of backed up. I just want to get the name so you guys could just get it. Oh, Ari Helwin is on BT Sports. He had a conversation with Paul Heyman. It was actually really good. That's when he was praising Ali on there too.
Okay, gotcha.
That was actually really good. You had Best Phoenix on Ryan Saint's podcast. That was actually a really good conversation as well. There was another one that I circled. Where is it? There was no new episodes of New Day podcast or Renee Parquette because they take a vacation thing, so for Thanksgiving and whatnot. So But shout outs to them. New Year Pod. Listen to repeats. Listen to Sami Zayn's episode. He's always has a great episode. And even in Renee Parquette's. Listen to Sami Zayn's The Best of Sami Zayn. They're hilarious. I'll shout out. What was the other one I had? Melissa Santos on Insight with Chris Van Vliet. That was actually a really good conversation. And she goes in on AEW and not using Brian Cage.
Okay.
And then Kurt Angle live on the Jericho Cruise. He had an interview with Kurt Angle. That was actually a really good interview as well. Beyond the big ass wind sounding behind them, it was actually a really good interview. So definitely check those out. Shout outs to the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. Shout outs to FWF Live too. I actually really want to see it. It's $40 to order though, and I don't have $40 to spend it. But from what I watched, it was a hilarious thing. It was actually a lot of fun. I know Brian Myers fought Tatanka.
Okay. Yeah, I saw the little clips and whatnot.
And they gave the championships to the actual FWF championships to people. So like Heath Slater got the US title.
I saw that.
Yeah, so
good promo we won.
Yeah, definitely check those out and check out their podcast. They always have great stuff on their podcast. Other than that,
there was one that you should check out. The AEW on the TNT YouTube channel. They had Ruby Soho.
Okay.
On AEW Unrestricted. So
you know what? I have that on my list to listen to because I have not listened to the AEW Unrestricted ones.
Check that out. I always say support Ruby because she still does a lot of charity work.
Yeah.
And so even recently she was talking about one that she did. I think she did one. I think it was last week, a drive. And then like she was tweeting out some stuff. So like that's one of those things that I think when people start to always forget that, there's a lot of people behind the scenes that are scumbags and willing to just cut people out.
Yeah.
But there are also still the performers who do a lot of charity work. And they tend to forget that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's one thing that I like about Ruby in general is that she's always willing to help out people less fortunate. So
that was last week. So definitely, I'll listen to that definitely. I like Ruby Soho. I love what she's doing. I can't wait for her match this week. I'm actually been very excited for her versus Statlander. As this Wednesday for the TN. I really hope I'm going to wait for Ruby Soho for the TBS Championship.
I hope she wins.
Me too. Yeah. Shout outs to Ruby Soho. Follow her. Give her likes and stuff like that because we like her. We've always been fans of her. And she's always extremely sweet. They actually have a YouTube video of her and Liv Morgan bumping into each other in the airport.
Yeah.
And they both were like crying in each other's arms. It was so cute. So yes, I'm very happy. Good for her. All right. I guess we'll wrap this up. This is the Wrestling Babble Podcast. The easiest way to listen to us is on Spotify, Red Cyclone Inc. We have every single podcast on there. We have even our past podcasts. Do you know that we have over 500 episodes?
Nice.
In total of everything that we do? We have a lot. So definitely listen. Check it out. Check out the past. Check out the present. We have the weekly Wrestling Babble and the Guest Better Rare podcast. And we have the monthly, the Morphin Cast, Oz Shell Shock podcast, the Not a Trekkie, and the Game of Rage podcast. So check all those out when you get a chance. Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Twitch. All Mark with the Mic. I'll be doing more unboxings maybe on Twitch. So definitely keep a note. I'll probably make a schedule so it'll be more organized. And follow Red Cycle Inc.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Make sure you follow us anywhere and everywhere. Red Cycle Inc. That's YouTube. That's Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram. That is also WordPress. That is also SoundCloud and Spotify. So check us out.
Yep.
Do it.
Always remember, follow the Jinkies.
Don't make him hungry. He just ate all the Thanksgiving. All of it. It's your fault.
All right.